All right, let's take a look at the databases. We're going to begin with the Gale databases, then take a look at the ones that are published by EBSCO, and then we'll conclude our tour with the advanced Galileo search feature. So we have 4 databases and one what we call a meta search tool. So let's jump in. Both Gale Opposing Viewpoints and Gale Student Resources and Context provide great content. Both of them have newspaper articles, journal articles, magazines, reference articles, images, videos, podcasts, data, charts, graphs, you name it. But there is one primary difference between the Gale databases, between opposing viewpoints and context, and student resources and context. Opposing viewpoints features what are called opposing viewpoints essays. These are essays or opinion pieces that are backed with research that have different perspectives or different aspects of a particular topic or issue. This is great when you're trying to develop an argumentative essay or just to maybe even narrow your topic a little bit more or develop some good concrete reasons for your research project. So let's take a look at that. Both student resources in context and opposing viewpoints in context have similar interfaces. This is a great feature because it makes it easy to search both of these online libraries with some consistency. Both databases have an event or a topic of the day. They both also have a featured video of the day. The easiest way to get started is to use the search box or the browse issues or browse topic feature. I'm going to focus on opposing viewpoints because for many of us this will be your starting point for this project. You can either type in your topic, which I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute, or you can click on browse issues. You may see that your topic is sitting in the topic guide list. So let's take a look and see. Let's suppose that you are interested in cyberbullying. We can scroll down to the C's. The topics are listed alphabetically. And right away, here is that topic. I'm going to click on that. And once it loads, if there is a guide available for your topic or your focal point about social media, it always begins with a topic overview. This is your go-to starting point because whether you know a little or a lot about your topic, the topic overviews, which we can access in full content by clicking on View More, the topic overviews will build your existing and add to your existing knowledge and can oftentimes give you some different aspects of the topic that will help you to crop or narrow or focus your topic so that you're not trying to tackle something that's really difficult to manage because a topic is too big or too broad. For every article, whether it's a topic overview or something else in the Gale databases, you have the title at the top, a listen-friendly option, and then the article itself on the left side of the screen. Gale is really great to provide topic or section headings as you go through the articles, so that makes it a little bit easier to read. And as you can see, these are usually pretty brief, but they're full of good content. And then all of our Gale databases have on the right side of the screen the Toolbox. You'll be learning about the citation toolbox that you can use with EasyBib and some future videos. There's also the ability to email an article to yourself, to download it, to get a printer-friendly version, or you can even highlight content and then print out those highlights and notes within one sitting. If you log out or walk away or log out of the computer, they do go away. So if you do want to use the highlights and notes, then you want to make sure that you capture that. And again, just select the text that you want, and you can pick the color that you want, and then the note-taking feature is here. And again, you can always go to your highlights and notes then by going to More, and then you can see what you've highlighted and taken notes. And again, there's your printer-friendly option or the downloadable version. So some people like that when they're wanting just to take some quick notes. I'm going to go back to my article. Other tools that are available to you or features that are handy. We have a table of contents for each article that's beneath the actual toolbox. And then we have related subjects, so you can click on any of those subject headings to learn more. If you want to go back and see everything else that's available once you've read the topic overview, the navigation bar for all the different kinds of content that's available is up here. This is kind of like going to Super Target and finding a little bit of everything in one place. As I mentioned earlier, the viewpoint essays are really kind of the bread and butter of this particular database, and set it aside from student resources and context, which has a similar content but does not have those viewpoint essays. So I always like to go and look at all the viewpoint essays and not just the featured, because I want to kind of have a chance to browse everything. So if you click on viewpoints, it will take you to this section, and then you click on the boldface heading viewpoints to see, in this case, all 100 different essays. It will show 20 results per page, and again, you can scroll down and navigate, and then you can move back and forth between search results here. And when you see something that you want to look at, then you can click on that link. And as you can see, very current, 2015. And again, the layout is the same as what we saw in that topic overview. In this case, though, this is an opinion piece written by someone who is an expert on the topic. And they'll generally tell you a little bit about who has written it and what their credentials are at the beginning of that viewpoint essay. So this can be really great in helping you develop some talking points or points for argumentation in this project. Again, your toolbox is here. One thing that's important to know about the Gale databases is how to get back to the article. Because we get access through Mac and Via and passwords, and we pay to have access to this content, you do not use a regular URL to get back to the articles. Instead, you're going to look for this bookmark tool at the top. And when you click on bookmark, you'll get a big ugly URL, but you can copy that and paste that either into an email or a Google document. If you are using Microsoft Word to save your links, please make sure that you are saving to your home directory. If you're not sure what that means or how to do that, let your teacher or me know, and one of us will be glad to assist you with that. But you want to have access to it in the cloud, preferably like through Google Docs or through Gmail, so you have easy access. This way you can be sure to get back to the exact article that you want to work with, whether you're reading it or when you're ready to start using the citation tools. Once you have registered for EasyBib with our special coupon code, then that will be helpful for you. As I mentioned, student resources and context is very similar. Like opposing viewpoints, you can browse by topic, but you can also search here at the top. So let me show you what the search tool looks like, and we'll hop over to the student resources and context. As you start to type your topic, it will often give you a suggested list of terms. If it doesn't have any suggested terms like we saw here, then you can just go ahead and put in what it is that you want to search for. And we'll see what these results look like. And then we'll do another search in just a moment with some suggested terms. And right away, we see there are some different articles that we might want to look at. So we have some reference articles. There are a total of 7 that I might want to browse in just a moment. It looks like I have some podcasts that I might want to look at, and then news articles as well as magazine articles and even some research. So lots of good content here. Again, if you want to see everything for a particular category of articles or information, you just click on the boldface heading, and then if you see something that's of interest to you, then you can go in and open up that article. Again, it works just like what we saw a little bit earlier. So this can be helpful. Most of the time when you enter search terms, Gale will give you some suggestions. So let's say that I'm interested in social media and privacy. You'll notice that as I start to type my search terms, you will see that it will give you some suggestions for what you might want to look at. So again, we can take a look and see what's available. And you can either use one of their suggested search terms if you want to do that, or you can just continue with what you had in mind. So if I'm interested in social media and mobile devices, then I can use their pre-populated search and then again see what might be available. So that's a quick introduction to the Gale databases. In our third and final video, we will show you how to search the EBSCO databases. We have Explore Secondary and Academic Search complete, and then we'll round out with that advanced Galileo search. Stay tuned for one last video.